Hi, welcome to my, I don't know, mental health diary. Trisha Payta's on the kitchen floor, except I'm in my bed because it's currently 4:35 a.m. and I'm filming on my normal camera only because my phone is a 64 gigabyte camera or phone. It's already full, so I have no other device besides this. Sorry for the very good production of a very non-professional video. Um, I wanted to come on here because I know I said I like making videos that talk about where I am in life and give you like a glimpse of my personal life. This is not the ideal personal life I want to talk about, but it's the reality. I know like a month ago or something, I posted a video talking about coming out again and like mental health. And I think in that video, I was like, I think I said, like, I'm in a great place right now. Like, I've never been happier. And in that same video I said this will probably not like this might not last. So I'm going to use the most of it, and I jinxed myself because I filmed that in October, and then this whole month in November has just been shit. To like put it lightly. I guess the first thing I want to start. I don't have no script by the way, so I'm like, if I'm staring at something, I'm staring at nothing right now. There's like a ring light and my lamp and my. I look down when I don't want to look at the camera because I feel more exposed like this. I feel very vulnerable because I just cried my eyes out too. Um, so it starts when where do we start? Why am I filming this video? So I already explained why. I don't want to cut this at all because I honestly I'm too lazy too. But also I feel like it feels weird to edit a video like this. It started few weeks ago. I'd say like I was on a really good high. I was doing, you know, videos every week. I was on time with my assignments. I felt good in life. And then I missed I had this thing that I did with a really good company, really big company, mind you, contract and everything, and it involved a photo shoot. And I was supposed to be on set on a Saturday at like I think 7:45, 8 a.m. or something. But the night before, okay, spoiler, I missed that call time by like 2 hours, which is a very big no no if you have a job. Or like that's like showing up to work 2 hours late, no notice. It's, breaching your contract, doing like something that is not legal because like, when you have stuff in writing, it's like this is some serious stuff. It's not just like oh, it's okay, we'll just have you stay longer, not that kind of gig. The night before that, I was at another event. It was with Rare Beauty, the makeup company, and I stayed really late with them because I wanted to, talk to them. I wanted to connect with them because I was like, I want to, you know, make connections. But because of that, I got home very late and ended up falling asleep at like 4 a.m. And I technically set alarms for like 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. because I wanted to leave by 7:30 at the latest. Slept through all of them somehow. Like all the ones on my phone, all the ones on my iPad, all the ones on my Echo. Sorry if I just turned yours on. And it was so embarrassing because like one of the workers at the team had to Uber to me, knock on my door, ring the doorbell to wake me up 2 hours late. So that was just that was my second panic attack I've ever had in my life. The first one was in high school when I failed something really badly. That's another story. But I mean, like I knew instantly what happened. Like when I heard that doorbell ring, because I just looked at my phone and it was just like instant, like adrenaline rush. Starting to run around, rushing to get ready. Joey woke up and he was just like, "Calm down, breathe." Like the while I'm like sprinting around my room trying to get the stuff I need for this shoot, get into an outfit, like get air because I'm like already hyperventilating. Joey's like, "Just calm down, breathe. Like it'll be okay." So then I'm, on the way to the Uber, just waiting there too, and then I already realized like they called my manager, and my manager lives in California, so that's probably like 5 a.m. for her, and I'm like, I hope she didn't wake up to that 5 a.m. call. Like I would feel so bad. At least we did finish on time, which is good, But like the problem was like if we did finish late, first of all, it's already very unprofessional of me to show up late. Second of all, if we did go past that 5 p.m. time, I would have like there would have been some breach of contract, and then possibly like me having to pay a fee or whatever. Either it's like some formal stuff. But I was just so like I don't know if y'all have had a panic attack before, but I just know that like after it, it is so mentally exhausting because like I was on set all day, which is tiring obviously, but like it was fun. But I didn't even realize like how tired I was after that, just because I was like mentally bashing myself the entire day. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Everyone hates you here because you were late. They're never gonna work with you again. Your manager's gonna be so mad at you when she wakes up and like gets the call. Cause during lunchtime she was like, just call me when you're done. Call me when you have a break time. And I already knew what was coming from. I was like, cause some context for you, um, I've been like late with some things when it comes to my manager. Not some things, like a good amount of things when it comes to like submitting stuff. So I already felt like I was letting down my manager. And like in October, I really wanted to impress her and just like gain her trust back and say, I can be professional even while I'm in school. Like I can handle the stuff that you give me. I can take on these sponsors. And I was going very well for that October, but then suddenly, like, because that one misstep in that Google thing, of all things, like, it could have just been like, oh, don't forget to submit this, it's an hour late. Like that would have been so much, like so what, like less dramatic than breaching a contract. So I was just like kicking myself in the head, just why did you have to screw this one up of all things? Because I've been on time to shoots before, but it was like this time no, and I had no excuse for it. I didn't have to stay that long out last night. I could have stayed up all night to prevent that. I could have easily said I'm staying up right now. Um, but either way, like after that, I was already tired, and then I had to call my manager, and it was basically just like, what happened. She basically asked me like, what happened, why does this keep happening? And I didn't even have answers for her. I was just like, I don't know why this keeps happening. Like, I don't know what is wrong with me where I think it's okay to submit stuff late and to not care about my job. I think it's just because I'm not used to this stuff, and it's like I'm not, maybe I haven't mentally prepared myself for balancing YouTube, other work, and school. Maybe I just don't feel like I can handle all the workload that is being an adult, because technically I am one, and I just like I don't know. I honestly don't know. Um, and I just have off days, and then because of that one thing, like having one panic attack, it just started like some chain of events. Because after that night, I remember like I cried after the call with my manager. She did nothing wrong, by the way. Like I don't want anyone to give my manager hate. She's amazing. She tolerates me so much. But like the thing with me is like I want to be able to regain her trust, but I can't just do that with words. Like you have to do that through your actions. So she told me like, we're gonna do less of this stuff. We're gonna give you less. You can take on whatever you want at your own leisure. She understands I'm in college, but I just feel like that's like the third call I've had to do with her. That's like talking about the same subject of stop submitting stuff late. So I just know I'm letting her down. I don't know what she thinks of me right now. Like obviously I feel like she doesn't think very well of me when it comes to like being professional. Maybe it's like, oh, he's a good kid, but it's like when it comes to professional work stuff, maybe not the best, um, based on my track record. And I want to improve it, but I feel like I'm missing out opportunities just because of my own mistakes. Well, I know I'm missing out on opportunities because like she can't just give me everything, because that's her reputation, her company at the line too. It can't just be like whatever I want. And yeah, so after that call, I cried in the Washington Square Park. I went to my friend's apartment to cry it out because I needed napkins and I had no more napkins. And I got home. I told Joey like what happened. I told him, can we get bubble tea, because like I'm feeling very sad and I know that'll cheer me up. I get bubble tea. It's like $7 already. $7.50, I remember. I take like 5 sips of it. It's like this much down of this big of a cup. and then Remy spills it over into my coffee table because my coffee table is like a storage unit as well. It pulls like the top of it pulls out, so then you can like store stuff inside. So it's spilled in there. It spilled on my mics. It spilled on papers, equipment, like everything important in that table. So that was very upsetting because not only did I lose the one thing that was cheering me up at the time, but I also had to clean up a bunch of sticky fucking messes because, bubble tea in your coffee table. And then Joey was so kind enough, because he's just an amazing person. He went back out, got another one. He himself went back out, walked or back there to get another one for me. Came back home. I didn't even get to sip it. And then Remy knocked that one over too, within the same night. So, picture like you're already at a very low point because, you know, like I was already like really feeling like shit because, I already felt exhausted from school, then from myself because I just like was already hating myself at that point, calling myself a lot of things, saying a lot of bad things about myself in my mind. And I just like I wanted something to ease my mind, and then even that went wrong, and then like it went wrong times two, and I felt like I I wasted my boyfriend's money, and I don't like wasting people's money, so it's very very close to just breaking down that night. And it's like it didn't even end there because the next day Remy knocked over a plant and broke another pot. And normally when I'm like on a good day, I can handle that and laugh it off because I'm like it's fine, it's just a pot, like I can clean it up. But it was like I didn't want to do anything the next day. I just wanted to stay in. So just seeing that, it was just like another like you know what else? What else will karma give me? Like what did I do to deserve this? And when I started asking myself that, I try to find answers. I'm like, because you're like this, because you're a shitty person when you do this stuff. And I try to find like random reasons. I mean, with like, there's like no reason, there's no justification for it. I just start spiraling and like finding any answer to convince myself that it all comes back to me. Like, because you were like this is your karma now. And I guess after that, like the next week, I just started, not going to school, going online instead, watching lectures instead. Because normally I do go to school. I bike there. It's not hard. Like it's a 10-minute bike ride. It's not hard to get up. But this week has just been like insanely hard to just even wake up and have the motivation to get out of bed. Like today I woke up at 5. Well, I woke up at 10 a.m., fell asleep, woke up at 2, fell asleep, got out of bed at 7, did my morning routine when the sun set. Day before that, same thing. It was like 6 p.m. that time, and then it was like Wednesday, the day I was supposed to come home because I'm home right now. I woke up at like 3 different times, like 12, 3 p.m., 5 p.m. And I I don't know why it's so hard for me to do that. Like, it's not like I do go to sleep late because I also can't sleep lately just because I'm alone with my thoughts at night and I can't turn it off. Not even melatonin. And I tried. Like, I'll stay up until 7 a.m. yesterday. Right now, it's probably like, what, 5 already? Day before that, 6 a.m. And my sleep schedule just like this now, all over the place. It never really was that good, I'll admit, but it wasn't this bad at least. And like I'm taking classes right now, like Science of Happiness, which is literally it's a guideline on how to be happy, how to navigate your life to increase the chances of being happy and being successful, how to improve your sleep, how to find motivation, how to get willpower, like all these to-do lists basically. And I know the information. I know what I'm supposed to do. Anyone can look it up and they know what they're supposed to do, but I process it, but I just can't perform. And normally I can't. Like I know my routines, but the moment I get out of that one routine because one minor misstep in my life happens, suddenly the whole all of it goes out of whack. I don't have any motivation to make videos. I don't like how I look anymore. I get insecure about myself. I get stress acne. I'm breaking out right now, and it's like I'm picking myself apart even more than I was before because normally I'm a confident person. I don't care about it, but like now I do. Not even from like society. It's just like I feel ugly because I feel like an ugly person on the inside now. And I just start self sabotaging myself by like saying you're a shitty person because you do XYZ. This is what you deserve. Like I get mad at myself for not being able to wake up. But when I don't like, and when that continues, because like, yeah, first day couldn't wake up, sure, one excuse. Second day still can't wake up, I get even more mad because I'm like, you're doing it again. You know, you like, you're that. I get mad at myself for being weak. I have all this energy pent up. Like, all the energy I have is just used against myself. I just take it out on myself. And I go through the days, like, with no gas, basically. Like a car running on nothing. Or like, I guess I don't know how to explain it to people who don't have to deal with this information or this type of emotion, but it's like feeling like there's weights on your legs at all times, and your mind too. Like you don't think as fast anymore, and like I'm not processing what's happening around me, like what I'm doing with my life. I'm just like going through the motions of what I know what to do, you know. And I try to be happy by like doing my usual routine, you know, do the morning routine because that usually is your self-care, but it's not as fun anymore because I'm looking at myself in a big mirror and I get to see everything because it's terrible lighting in that bathroom. No offense, mom. um I did makeup today. I filmed this before, like I'm doing this again just because the video I filmed before, I was in a full face of makeup because I was like, maybe it'll make me feel better. I dressed up, didn't really work. I watched so many videos because like when I'm in bed, I'm not asleep. Like when I wake up, I'll just go on TikTok and watch YouTube, and I go on YouTube to find, you know, Jenna Marbles videos and binge all of them because like usually they make me happy. But if that doesn't work and I run out of videos on YouTube, I just go to TikTok as just a form of distraction because I know if I'm not doing something or nothing is stimulating my mind, I will just start thinking again and having bad thoughts. Because when I'm like, so I don't even like TikTok. Like y'all know I hate going through it. I don't know how y'all genuinely like it. My For You page is, I'm trying to fix it. It used to be all cast, but like it's fucked right now because I just get upset scrolling through it. But I guess getting upset by life and society is better than beating yourself up mentally. So I choose TikTok instead. As just like like it's just a distraction anymore. I don't even care about it. Like I'm just scrolling, you know, doom scrolling basically. And then I guess another aspect is like how I'm doing with this. Like earlier today, I should be uploading a video that was like a deleting this soon. It was like talking about a Black Friday haul because originally I was going to make a video called, you know, reacting to TikToks, like my favorite TikToks, because I thought it'd be a nice way to cheer me up. But when I sat down with a full face of makeup and trying to do it, like it just felt wrong. Like I I was uncomfortable even sitting down like in a nice background, good lighting, cuz I was like, I'm putting on an act. I'm not happy right now. I know these won't make me happy because I watched them a week ago. And it's like even more, it feels even more wrong to talk about your Black Friday sale in the in the middle of it too. But the thing is, like, I have responsibilities, and it's like I have verbal agreements with the company that I'm working with the merch stuff. Like we talked about this months ago that I would promote it on this weekend. So I can't just say, I'm having a bad day. I don't want to do this anymore. Like that's the same thing that I was doing to my manager. Like, you know, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I can't do it. It's like, no, you made agreements. Fucking stick to them, Frederic. So I didn't know what's worse, like to do a video within like talk about the Black Friday sale and then go into this, or was it better to talk about TikToks? So I just chose to make a separate video that's like I'll delete it at some point. Sorry. Um and I'm looking at the time right now because I have to pause it at some point. Um but like with, you know, and like with other stuff with YouTube, like I don't know how I'm going to make a video next week and like act like everything is okay because I know it's not just gonna be okay. But like it takes some time to get back on track and stuff. So I don't know. Is it better for me to? These are just like rhetorical questions, by the way. Like, is it better for me to not pretend I'm happy and just like make the video I want to make? Because I don't want to. I don't want to take a break from YouTube because I do find joy in making videos. It's just that sometimes on camera, I try to pressure myself to be happy because I know like I want to spread positivity on my channel. In this, like, not make like stupid happy videos, but like, you know, uplifting videos or just like silly videos, something that people can watch as an escape to reality. I don't want them to have to like y'all to have to deal with. That's probably not the right thing to say. I'm gonna say it anyways. Like, deal with sad Frederic because like when I'm on camera, usually I'm just like normal Frederic, who's a little bit more sassier and dramatic. And sometimes like I normally can do that because I do have good days in between. It's not like I'm being fake on camera, but lately I felt like I can't do the makeup anymore, and like you can. It's not hard for like y'all can probably tell when I'm more sad or like upset in a video, uh, just based on my tone, probably, and like the amount of jokes I'm able to make. So I don't know. I want my space, like my videos, to feel like both genuine, but also like I don't want y'all to have to see this on camera all the time, because that's not what my channel's for. It's not a diary entry. It's supposed to be my life, but also like stuff for y'all to feel entertained by. And I don't think this is entertaining. And the same thing goes for Instagram. It's like, do I post a mental health update? I would have to. Do I just do a black screen? Do I make like a artsy photo of myself? I don't know. I want my Instagram to be fun because like normally it is just makeup and like fun images and funny things for people to look at, but I don't want to just post like this and then have a big paragraph that's like dumping all my shit, all my thoughts into words, because not everyone wants to read that. I don't want y'all like I don't want people to go on social media to then feel like worse about something. And I know I'm doing that right now, but it's like there's no other form to do this because I do want to, and because I feel like it's doing more good than bad in the sense that it shows that YouTubers can be humans. We can feel emotions. We're not always like upbeat and like happy, because I don't want y'all to feel like my life is perfect or it's like I'm living my best life. It's not that I'm living a terrible life. It's just I'm saying like sometimes they can feel a little unrealistic when like you only show the good things. Um, but I do want to proceed with caution with this video because sometimes people can be like, he's doing this reviews, whatever, fuck off. um, Other things like I don't want this to feel like something that's ideal. I know because I'm technically a role model. Like people, especially people who are just unaware of like this stuff, they're very young, and it's okay to be innocent and ignorant, but I know some people out there who like romanticize depression and ideal like they think it's like cool to have mental health issues, and it's like, listen here, okay? I don't wish this on anyone. So don't think this is it's not okay. Like it's okay to have these feelings, but don't try to it's not okay to want them. And in this case for me, like I don't want people to get the assumption that I'm looking for pity, or I want people to be like, I'm sorry you're going through this. Like I know like it's kind of all my fault. At least for right now, I'm blaming myself because I'm like, what outside force made this happen? All the things that have happened that I'm talking about are on me, and like my inability to just push through life and deal with it. Because when something bad happens, it's like suddenly I can't do anything. Like I'm that weak, and then I'm gonna say that to myself mentally. I need to pause. I'll be right back. And it goes into like other parts of my life. So when I feel sad and upset, like on this scale, it's like I don't talk to my friends. I don't bother reaching out. I first of all, I'm missing classes. I don't even tell my friends I'm missing. They're reaching out. They're like, "What's wrong? Like, is everything okay? Why didn't you come to class?" I don't respond because I'm like, no will to. Um, I don't feel like I can talk to them about all this stuff because I'm like, some stuff I feel like they don't understand, and it's also like I feel embarrassed to talk about it too, just because I don't know why actually. Um, Now that I'm saying it more, like this is the third time I've said it, it feels easier. But in the first time, like it was very, I didn't know the words to put to like what am I saying? Stop stuttering. Like I didn't have words. I couldn't verbalize it. But like it affects my friendships, and like I feel like a shitty friend for not just responding to a text. Like someone just responded, just asked me like, "How have you been?" And it's like I just don't respond because I'm like can't be bothered. Um, and it affects my my relationship. You know, I feel like a shitty partner just because when I know it affects Joey, and I don't like he deserves the best, and he's always doing amazing stuff like that boba tea thing, and it's like I feel like I haven't done anything for him, and I just keep like letting him down, and I want him to be I want to be the best partner I can be for him, but like right now I don't feel like I am that, and I don't know how to fix that. And like I can say I'm sorry and all that shit, but it's like I don't know what to do to be better. I wish I could just turn this all off. And today I yelled at my mom, and it's like I really didn't want to yell at my mom just because she's my mom. Like I love her, but sometimes it just gets so stressful because she caught me in a moment where I was just getting out of bed, and like I it took me like a lot just to just to get the fuck out of my bed. And then she said something that was like slightly annoying, but I just bursted out at her, and it's like I didn't mean that, and I knew I hurt her feelings. And I did apologize later, but it was like in the moment I didn't feel like I needed to because I thought it was right. And I came here just to relax. Like I remember a week ago when after like the boba shit, Joey was like, "You need to go home. Like you need to take a vacation for yourself." And I said like yes I will, because at first I didn't want to because I thought like it'd be a waste of money and time because it costs like what $40 to get here and back. But Joey insisted on it. He was like, you need to do this for yourself. And the thing is, I just did this for myself with my sister. Like I was already feeling stressed in October towards the end, so I went on a vacation to like visit my sister for her birthday, end of October. I got like a spa and everything, and I was like, that's fine. I don't need another one. And then I just didn't feel like I deserved this. So when Joey told me to go home, 2 days before I was going to go home, he started to feel sick. I was like, oh God, like, I don't know if you have coronavirus, but I can't risk that on my parents. And I felt like that was just another, like, thing that karma wanted to give me, that life wanted to give me. Like, yeah, you thought you could go home. No, you don't deserve to. So stay. Because it's not Joey's fault he got sick, but it's like, I didn't want to risk that, risk that he had COVID and then go home and, like, risk giving it to my parents. It wasn't COVID, by the way. It was just like flu or something. And I didn't even get it too. But I don't know what to do now. Like I'm trying to cry it out because it does make me feel better after. It's like a cathartic feeling. um I'm trying to like write down my feelings and like what I want to do to improve on them, because I know that helps. This helps too. I don't have to upload this, but like I'm choosing to because hopefully it makes some people out there feel less alone in all this. And I'm not asking for advice. That's another thing I should have said that. I really don't want people to turn this into a therapy session because I'd rather that's another topic. But um like I know sometimes when people make these videos, like people try to diagnose the person speaking, and y'all are not doctors. No offense. Unless you're a doctor, go ahead. But I'm sure most of y'all aren't doctors. This is no time to like speculate on what's happening in my life. I'm giving you what I want to give you. And I don't like it when people like not diagnose me, but like they almost try to find answers when they don't know the whole story. Because y'all don't know me like that, you know. I'm like, y'all only know what I put online. I'm sorry, I'm trying to speak, but it's like everything is just slurring now. Um, what is it? Like, when I am in these moments, I don't want to find answers and be like, it's because you're depressed. Like, you have depression. You've had it before. It's because you have this. You might have this disorder. It's like, no, because if I self-diagnose and do all of that, it just puts me down a rabbit hole of like looking up all the conditions and like trying to be like, it's fine. I have this, because I feel like people try to justify shitty actions with, you know, their mental health, and it's like that's never okay in my opinion. I don't, because that's like you're projecting now. And I know, at least I feel like for the most part, it's not just because of that stuff. I just am having a bad day, week, month. So then I just like lose all sense of who I am. Because when, I don't know, like I can be like really confident about myself one week. And then if something shitty happens and then more, like I can't get up from that, I start to feel like I'm unworthy of everything, that I don't deserve anything good, that I'm a bad person, and then I just poke at myself, like all my physical features. So I sleep it off to distract myself, because if I'm not sleeping, I'm just thinking in my bed and thinking bad things. If I'm not looking at TikToks, I'll be thinking. So that's that. I haven't even talked to my sister about all this stuff. She just knows I'm stressed, and it's just like what do you, I don't know what to say about all this stuff. Like I'm not the kind to open up to my family like that, or my friends. I don't know why it's so easy on here. Maybe it's because I don't have to deal with y'all, and like you're not in front of me. Like it's a camera, y'all. Like your face is not here. So I think that's the reason why it's easier. And I know I don't have to look at any comments. I can just turn it off easily. So I think it's like having that control, because I like to feel in control of things, obviously. So I don't know what to do for next week, but I do want to keep making videos because that's something consistent in my life, and I know that being consistent with things helps me get back on track, and being able to edit, like it's my therapy sometimes. I just don't know how to go about what video to make, what to do in the I think I'm just going to like let myself be who I am. So to forewarn you, I'm not sorry for this, because I know I shouldn't be sorry for this. I'm going to be, if I'm not my typical self in the next few videos coming up, this is why. Just letting you know that. Don't be surprised. Um, but it's important to know that you'll always get back up. Oh, I have one more thing to say. This is a little bit of a rant. I wanted to get help, right? Like people are probably asking, like, why don't you get therapy help? Listen, I tried, at least a little bit. Like I know NYU offers some services online, and one of my friends has done it before, and they liked it, so I was like, I'll try it. I get on the call. Well, like I first register, and it says we're gonna give you, like, first we're gonna call you for 15 minutes just to see if you are eligible for mental health services. And I was like, what does that mean? And it turns out it's like they basically have to determine if you're in need of this, which I do understand. But like sometimes I guess for college students, I'm like, I don't think they're gonna be calling this when they, like, I think the majority of people calling this line know they need some help, because it already takes a lot to want to like get help in general. So recognizing that you need help is a big step. But sometimes I feel like because the U.S. is notoriously known for not really like being innovative and having the resources for mental health services, like it's all filled up basically, especially during the pandemic. A lot of students are unable to get their services through their own college. So when I tried to like when I registered, I had registered like 2 weeks ago, and that call is on November 29th. It's not even like an actual therapy session. It's just to see what's wrong with you. You know, like what do you need help with? It's just like a get to know you call. So even then, I'm not even like I don't even know if I will get a session because I I saw online it was like if it's urgent, call this line. If it's not urgent, do this. And I didn't feel like it was urgent because I'm like, well, I don't want to take up like that space of someone who potentially could be doing something very harmful to themselves. You know, I'm just in my bag. So I was like, it's not urgent. I can wait, but I just didn't think it'd be that long. But I also like I'm not surprised because I've read a lot of articles of just saying a lot of colleges are filled with all these things because they're not hiring enough people, but more students are finding out about these services. So it's like, you know, a lot of demand, not enough supply. So there's that. And I don't know, like, I don't know if I should just go in person and pay for a therapist. I don't know how much that costs. And I also, like, usually never go to therapy because I just tell myself save money, which is not a good thing, but I want to save money, so. And I also feel like my issues aren't serious enough to justify going to therapy, which I should also like get checked. That should be checked out probably in a therapy session. I don't know. Maybe I go on BetterHelp.com. Who knows? Maybe this video is sponsored by BetterHelp.com. It's not, by the way. But that's all I have. I'll probably do an update video like end of December, because I don't know. It's like not that I like doing these videos. I'm very uncomfortable right now if you can't tell, but it's a little bit what like the word is not freeing. Ew. It feels it makes me feel better after I film these videos because at least I'm talking it out because that does help. Normally I just sit in my bed and think about it. So yeah. Okay, that's all I have.